Separation pay is a common union benefit, and an exclusive On Your Side investigation reveals how it led to a convicted criminal getting thousands of dollars of your tax money. Investigator Sarah Buttison is here tonight to tell us what she uncovered.
Danita, we were investigating the big payouts union members sometimes receive when they retire when we uncovered the case of Stanley Marrero, a police officer who landed on the wrong side of the law and still got a big paycheck from you. You might say Stanley Marrero is a good guy gone bad. The former City of Lorain police officer is also a convicted criminal. Court records say in 2006 he showed up at a woman's home, exposed himself, and asked her to perform oral sex while he was in uniform and on duty.
It's frustrating and disgusting, quite frankly.
But after getting fired and going to jail, our investigation uncovered Stanley Marrero left his job with thousands of dollars of your tax money. The payout, close to 62 grand.
Mr. Marrero, can we talk to you about your separation pay?
We tried to ask Marrero about the money. He hopped in a car and sped off when he saw our cameras.
We just want to ask you a few questions.
So we talked to Patrolman Kyle Galinas, the president of the City of Lorain's police union. What would you say to viewers who see this and are really mad Stan Marrero got close to 62 grand?
I would agree with them.
So how did Marrero get that fat check? A union benefit known by some as separation pay. Public union members can bank thousands of hours of unused sick and vacation time, then cash out when they leave their jobs, even if they're fired or convicted of a crime. It's in your agreement that he gets this pay no matter what he did, right?
We have to abide by the contract.
For every dollar we pay some government worker, we are not putting it into vulnerable populations and helping those who truly need it in Ohio.
Matt Mayer is the president of the Buckeye Institute, a conservative think tank in Columbus. He's studied the cost of Ohio's union contracts and doesn't think any public workers should get separation pay.
It's just a perk we can't afford.
During our investigation, we talked to budget and finance directors around Northeast Ohio, like Brian Nelson in Summit County. He said they are strapped for cash.
We can always use extra money these days. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
It sometimes puts a strain on our budgets.
In Stanley Marrero's hometown of Lorain, Auditor Ron Mantini told us the city can barely pay its bills, but will spend close to $1 million on separation payouts this year.
Doesn't make sense, but you've got union contracts that you have to go by.
It's unfortunate that some people think that we don't deserve that pay.
Our investigation found Police Lieutenant James Rohner received more than $92,000 when he retired from the City of Lorain in January.
That was what it was before taxes and deferrals, and it was less than half that actually came to me.
Rohner built up that big bank of unused sick and vacation time because he was overseeing narcotics and homicide investigations. His Friday and Saturday nights were often spent knocking on drug dealers' doors or investigating crime scenes. What did you give up?
Oh, I gave up. I sacrificed a lot. You know, I have to give my wife credit because, you know, she raised my children, our children, and I wasn't there for a lot of things.
Nobody is making a lot.
Mike Hostler, the attorney for the Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association, says separation payouts like Rohner's are rare. He says most public employees use most of their sick and vacation time, and criminals don't exactly make it easy for police officers to bank sick leave.
They do not cover their mouths when they cough. Crackheads don't take a bath. We are in a germ-infested job.
Mr. Marrero.
And when it comes to Stan Marrero's money, Rohner's no fan of his behavior. In fact, it was his investigation that cost Marrero his job. But he says Stan earned his nearly 62 grand in separation pay before he got in trouble. What do you think of him still being able to get his payout despite the fact that he was fired and convicted of 3 misdemeanors?
Okay. Well, I would have to say that that he was entitled to it.
Someone took his responsibility and didn't do the right thing, then he shouldn't be compensated for it.
But after our chat, Kyle Galinas promised News Channel 5 that as he negotiates the police union's next contract, he'll try to make sure we're not throwing good money at the bad guys.
I think it's worth discussing, yes,
Discussing
with the city.
the idea of not paying people out who are convicted criminals.
Yes.
You might think the controversial union-busting law, Senate Bill 5, would put an end to separation payouts. Well, think again. To find out why, go to Newsnet 5 for our exclusive story on that issue. On your side, I'm Sarah Buttison, News Channel 5.